all that debt cannot be paid back. The real economy cannot support the debt, whether you're talking about the housing debt. Just use the housing bubble as an example. And Dean Baker, an economist, has been very clear on this. He was saying in 2002 we're going to have a housing crisis. And what he found was from 1895 to 1995, housing prices pretty much followed the increase in the cost of living. And then with the low interest rates that Howard was talking about, and it being the best opportunity for this excess surplus investment money that went into housing, it inflated a 70% bubble worth $8 trillion. Right now it's come down to about $5 trillion. If we don't stabilize that market, it could overshoot on the downside, and that'll create dominoes and even further spiraling down. But that's an example of how there was more housing. They were way overpriced. And it's not just people with bad, subprime mortgages. It's people with regular long-term mortgages. They just can't afford their housing. It's overpriced. So this debt bubble is deflating, and the question now is who pays? Is it going to be the real estate people? And what Susan was referring to were crooks. I mean, their companies attacking each other. Short sellers trying to drive down the price and make money off that. And then now you've got Paulson in the Treasury basically picking the winners and losers, and it's crony capitalism. And we can go into like his personal investment in Lehman Brothers and why they bailed out AIG, where Lehman Brothers had a $20 billion exposure. It's enormous conflicts of interest. But the question, who pays? Is it going to be this small elite of creditors, or is it going to be the mass of the taxpayers? And right at this point, it's the mass of the taxpayers. I mean, we are bailing out the rich. I don't know if you saw today, the UK Guardian pointed out that of the $700 billion for this cash for trash program, the companies that are in the investment firms that are getting help, they've already allocated $70 billion for their top executives. I mean, it's just unbelievable. These people have no limits. So the question now is who's going to pay?